Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Jered Vs Japan, where today we'll be hopping on board and talking about transportation in Japan and all the small things you may need to know, so let's get into it. Now starting off, there are some similarities between American transportation and Japanese transportation, as in trains, taxis, and buses are very popular in Japan. However, trains actually seem to be the most popular means of transportation besides obviously bicycles, walking, and motorbikes. The reason for this is travel by train can actually be very simple and easy if you have the certain tools required. I 100% recommend getting a rail pass, also known as a passmo, if you plan on traveling in Japan for a long period of time. They can be very worthwhile and save you some time. If you also plan on traveling by train, I highly recommend that you get used to the Japanese rail system and even do some research, because you can get lost very quickly. However, it's not all too bad, as most Japanese is translated into Romanji, which is the English version of Japanese. So if you get lost, just remember your station name and you should be able to find your way pretty simple. Another reason trains are so popular is that buses and taxis are actually very expensive. Taxis in particular can start anywhere from 600 to 700 yen and increase by distance traveled, so it winds up costing you a lot of money for taxis, depending on where you're going, of course. However, another key tip to keep in mind is that trains actually close after 12 p.m., so you won't be able to go anywhere by train after 12 p.m. This is where taxis and night buses come in, as they can be very helpful in sticky situations. We actually had a group get trapped outside of our main city because they missed the trains before 12 o'clock. Luckily though, they wound up being safe and everyone got back home very quickly. So that was good. Another tip though is watch out on the roads, because unlike American roads, there isn't really a sidewalk in every Japanese town. In my city in particular, there's not really a sidewalk to walk on. You just have to know to stay safe. In certain streets, of course. Cars, bikes, everything go down the same road usually, so you just have to know to get out of everyone's way and be respectful when walking, or even driving. But no, that's about it for this episode, I'd say, and by doing so and going over transportation and everything else, we've unlocked next week's episode. So join us next time on Jered vs Japan.